Welcome. Let's go.
Testing 1, 2.
Like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Testing 1, 2. All right, we back.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him. Forgettable season for both of these teams, and the South's oldest rivalry, and the Cavs couldn't even find any solace in winning this game against the Tar Heels. Carolina cruised and had a big lead after 3 and coasted home with the W.
Well, it was a big win for North Carolina, snapping a 4-game losing skid going into that. But really, Virginia never could get it going offensively. Running, throwing, no rhythm. Only 288 total yards, David. They turned it over twice. They've got to be better on offense today.
Yeah, this definitely was a needed win a year ago for North Carolina to get some good feelings going because they were struggling, like you mentioned, the 4-game losing streak. But really, they got it going throwing. They got it going running. They had everything working a year ago. Virginia up for a tall task.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they just like that, they'll have to give it up. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will go to work for the first time. And, David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
He'll field the punt and look for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off off the play fake on first down. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Cavaliers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Virginia! Great job by the back on the option. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for space, it's Gauze. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Lopez wants to fire. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Off play action on first down. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like...
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Quiet this crowd. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lopez to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They want to run it left here. Running to Green. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He's going to throw deep right side. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Harris. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Morris. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Virginia! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Number 7 with the catch in the end zone.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He leaves it with his back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Lopez wants to fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Wants to bring it back. He's going to get loose. He won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's shipped. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Lopez to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Lofts one high and deep. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Complete to the right. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Tight end now in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Wow, this offense, they have a...
They tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked at him.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Gave them a little room to work with before going out of bounds at the 10.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
Jackrabbit. Kill.
They'll move the wide receiver. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Cavaliers will kick it away to start the second half.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Here's a hit. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
That is how you play defense. You drop back, you let him catch the football, you go attack, you don't let him break tackles. Really nice execution by the defense.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Makes a move. Touchdown, Virginia! Special teams
To the house.
A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You could play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
22, North Carolina, 0.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. to the tight end. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really... They get it out to the 36. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. 5. Lopez wants to fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place and they've made plays, but he's simply not had his best game today.
After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
Hauls it in, looking for space. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. And the Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing it.
Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Yankee blue. Yankee blue. Ready, go.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it in the middle. It's Ennis. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
To the air, it's Morris. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Fitted in the window for the score. The Cavaliers showing some attitude as they build this lead against Carolina.
The Wahoos are making plays, and you're really seeing the speed. They've done an outstanding job recruiting, and it's showing up.
Yeah, and they call it the gentleman's rivalry, Virginia does, and they're not...
It's a fake, and the holder showing off that arm. And they got him into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll return it from the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably wouldn't quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lopez to pass. Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back.
Quarterback
Upright. It's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Punt is on its way. Cradles it at the 35. He only needs a sliver of daylight. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. They want that clock to run. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Lopez wants to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's gone. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Ship. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Tar Heels will punt this one away.
Number 96, on to punt it away.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pick.
He's loose on the right. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And the point after is good.
Virginia, 64. North Carolina, 0.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Lopez to pass. That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their...
Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
To give as they work on that clock. Powers through the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They'll run it from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. This edition of the South's oldest rivalry is steeped in Cavalier attitude as Virginia takes down North Carolina. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thanks Coop and everyone for watching. Like backhand index pointing up, medium light skin tone, comment, subscribe and share. Victory hand, medium light skin tone,